It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso as we start to delve into our musical performances this morning. Getting to the top of your game means putting in the hard work and the dedication. And South African-born soprano singer Zandile Mzazi credits her success to the influence and the hard work of her mother as well. Now, working hard throughout her childhood on her talent, which is considerable, she has gone on to win numerous competitions and perform in countries across the world. We're talking about Germany, Austria, and Italy. Sure, no pressure there. And before we chat to her as our performer for this morning, let's get a little taste of these incredible vocals. This comes from TEDx's Joburg performance back in 2018, or 2016 rather. Take a look. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, talent will take you so far, but you need to put in the hard work and dedication, and she has clearly done that. She's joining us ahead of performing at the exciting upcoming Jazz and Classical Encounters Festival Volume 3. So let's give her a very warm, feel-good welcome! Yay! You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Welcome. I feel like we needed to give that dress a cheer as much as we needed to give you a cheer, because we need this at this time of the day.
Yeah.
I know for a performer getting up this early is quite difficult.
Yeah.
But it's good. We're working again.
Mm-hmm.
We're back in action.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like you've skipped a beat. But I've got to ask, being a soprano singer, kind of the rock star of the opera field, when do you first discover that you have that talent? Were you watching something? Did someone hear it in you and encourage that? I know you've spoken about your mother being a massive influence. When was the first time, can you remember, that you belted out in soprano? When did you discover that talent?
I think it was back in maybe, let's say, year 2000. I've always loved singing. You know, I grew up from a family that, you know, loves music. Everyone in my family is talented, you know, and so I listened to a videotape that was by the late Mama Sibongile Khumalo, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And I just heard this amazing, you know, this amazing instrument, and I just wanted to mimic the voice, as if I'm mimicking Whitney Houston or something like that. And it was just me playing around as a child, you know, and not realizing that actually, you know, I have something.
You've activated something in
Yeah.
there. You have since gone on to achieve an incredible list of accolades, winning competitions, which is great validation, but it helps you on that path to improvement, and you've performed across the world. Yeah. I mentioned no pressure performing in Italy, but when you go to the birthplace of opera and there is such a discerning audience, how have these experiences improved and shaped who you are? Is it essential for you to get out there and test yourself in that way?
I think it's very important for any singer, you know, not only to limit yourself to your country of birth. It's equally important for you to go out there, because then, you know, how do you grow as an artist? You know, how do you learn? So for me, that was quite a learning experience. I mean, you continue to learn and grow as a performer. You never really say, I know enough. So it was just a beautiful learning experience, and also learning about different cultures as well.
Yeah, that's
so that has, so that has given me something, you know, to be excited about.
You have to embody a character when you perform. So you're an actress of sorts, yet you've still got to maintain this incredible control of your instrument throughout that. You're going to be performing in La Bohème, taking place at the Artscape Theatre. Tell us a little bit more about that production. What do you love about performing in that piece?
I love Puccini as a composer, and I love that the setting of the opera is very South African. So they've taken an Italian opera, they didn't change the music, they've just incorporated the South African culture into it.
Made it relatable.
You know,
Yeah.
exactly. So even from the costumes to the staging, it is really, really amazing. So that's quite something, I would say.
And of course, you're a superstar. And it's so much better to see it live and in person, which we can do now.
Yeah.
That in itself is something to celebrate. So I'm so glad that you are as busy as you are. Make sure that you catch Zandile and the incredible family, her community, some incredible jazz and classical music at the 3rd Jazz and Classical Encounters Festival. That's Saturday, the 4th of December at the Spier Amphitheatre in Stellenbosch, which is a beautiful setting. Tickets available now at quicket.co.za. Zandile is going to be performing just for you in a moment, so stick around.